Come on. Let's finish this! Asta!
What's up, y'all? What's up with y'all, Nero Nation, man? Hey, look, we back at it. Tabata blessed us with 2 chapters, 377 and 378 for Black Clover, man. And let me tell you something. When given the time to do panels like he want, Tabata art is next level, man. These panels, some of these panels is just crazy, man. We about to get all into it, man, but make sure you subscribe to the new channel and hit the bell for all notifications. Yes, this is a new channel in case y'all were wondering. Yeah, some stuff went down with YouTube with another one of my channels, which caused my main channel to get hurt. But I got a whole video on this channel explaining what happened. You know, that way we don't have to dive into it right now because it's only gonna make me mad. I think it's some bull, but you know, y'all can go check that video out on this channel. It should be on the front page if you want to know more about it. But we got to get to this Black Clover greatness, man. You thought starting a new channel, having to start a new channel would stop me from talking about Black Clover? Man, hell no, I'm still gonna go hard. Yo, Tabata, you didn't have to do this for us. You did not have to do this for us, man. But look, when it comes to Andromeda, that's the second gate devil. Hopefully I'm saying his name correctly. I really want to know what's his end goal. Because like even right now, he has never really made any efforts to join the battle. Like he's always in the back line observing, and if he has to retrieve something from the battlefield, he'll do that, such as, you know, Lucifer's heart. But other than that, he's not really been involved in any of the fighting. So what's his goal? Like, is he fascinated by humans and want to become human? Is that maybe his goal? Maybe Lucius promised him that? Or is it something else? Because obviously he's around because he wants to, you know, do something that will benefit himself. The question is, what is it? What did Lucius promise this guy? And are we going to find out at some point? Or maybe he's just waiting for the opportunity for Lucius to be defeated and then he devour Lucius' heart as well as Lucifer's heart. Maybe he's waiting for something like that to happen. I'm not exactly sure. He might even turn out to be the main villain. And let me know in the comments section, how do y'all feel about that? Would you be upset? Would you be happy? Like, let me know. The crazy thing is, he might even be a reincarnation form of Astaroth. Like, yo, he might, you know, tell Lucius, like, yo, I've been waiting for this for the very beginning. Astaroth was my father and you killed him, so I had to find a way to take you out. Maybe that might be the case and we just haven't found out yet. But there's something up with this guy. I want to know more about him. Why is he such a mystery? Why is Tabata making him such a mystery for us? But then again, Tabata did the same thing with Lucius. Like, yo, what? It took like 300 chapters before we found out Lucius really was one of the siblings of the Dark Triads. So that might be the case, but this chapter does give us a lot of great things. For one, we get an amazing combo spell from Lucius, man. We about to dive into it in a little bit, but yeah, we get an amazing combo spell from him. And honestly, that spell, that shit kind of broken. I feel like the average mage would get taken out by it. It definitely will be taken out by that combo spell. That's just my opinion. I also love the fact in this chapter we get to see all of the Black Bull members, you know, and the captains as well. It's a couple people I missed when I was looking at the spoiler pages. We got 13 pages early, and going back and rereading this chapter, like the official release, wow, it's a lot of stuff that I missed in those 13 pages. A lot of characters that I didn't even notice was there. You know, we're about to dive into all of this, but like, yo, dang, I tell you one thing. After this battle against Lucius, the Black Bulls better be considered the elite squad of the Clover Kingdom. Like, yo, when we got a great threat facing this world, the Black Bulls better be the squad they go to, man. Like, yo, there's the Black Bulls and then there's the other squads. That's how it should be from this day forward after the war ends. Like, yo, it is no, well, the Black Bulls are the worst squad of the Clover Kingdom. No, it should never be that type of discussion anymore. The Black Bulls is the best squad of the Clover Kingdom. That's all people should say. Like, yo, I want, by the time we get to the end of this series, I want people to look at the Black Bulls in high regards. Because when you think about the whole beginning of Black Clover, you know, how the Black Bulls was always frowned upon. Like, people would be like, yo, well, I'm part of the Black Bulls. And you know, civilians and stuff will look at you like, I mean, you with the Black Bulls. I mean, ain't nothing to really be proud of. I mean, even when you think about Noel, Nazel sent his sister to that squad because he felt like that was the safest squad for her to be on for her safety, meaning that they never really did shit but lollygag. He was like, yo, my sister be good there. That way she could fulfill her dream of becoming a Magic Knight, and at the same time, she'll be safe. So that, like, the way they looked down on the Black Bulls at the beginning of the series, I want it to be completely opposite by the time this series ends. Like, shoot, man, I'm gonna be real with you. They better have some goddamn statues of the Black Bull members. Like, just have a whole statue in front of the Clover Kingdom. You walk to the Clover Kingdom, you get to the gate. There better be a statue of the Black Bulls. Like, this is the home of the Black Bulls. I'm just saying. But we about to get into the chapter. I know y'all probably like, yo, I rambled on long enough. I do apologize, but hey, yo, look, we get chapters every 3 months. I get a little excited when they come now, you know what I'm saying? So, I just be running the talk. But hey, yo, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. We're getting into it. So, first off, this chapter starts off we're on 377 right now. This chapter starts off with one of the coldest color pages in the whole Black Clover series. Now, I know some of y'all might look at it like, nah, Tabata's done some colder ones, but no, for me, this is the best one that he's done, where you got Asta with his, devil arm reaching towards the screen with his hand up, and then you also got Yuno reaching with his, his Saint Stage arm towards the screen, as if he's in his, his union with Bell. So both of those poses look dope. You see Asta, he got the short sleeve shirt on. You look at Yuno, he got the long sleeve shirt on. Now one of them are, Yuno's not wearing his pendant. Asta's not wearing his headband. Like, yo, they're both just pretty much in regular clothes. And if you look at Asta looked like something devastating is about to happen to him. And maybe this is some type of foreshadowing that your boy TABATA is giving us without actually, telling us. So maybe this is something that has yet to come. Then you look at Yuno, he looks like something devastating is about to happen, but at the same time, he still looks a little calm. And then the icing on the cake is you got the angel fellas falling, meaning like, yo, something must have happened with Lucius, and maybe Lucius may actually get his goal in the end. I'm not sure. I'm just saying, that's just what I'm trying to depict from this picture. You guys could put it in the comment section. What do y'all think about this picture? But this shit is so cold. And then obviously it's some type of bright light hitting Asta body, at least, because his hair color doesn't look the normal gray. It looks like a dirty blonde, if you ask me. The same with Yuno. His hair is black, but it's a little green in the front, maybe from his union with Bell. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like this picture right here is an indicator of something that's about to happen in the future of Black Clover. We just have to wait. But I'm still not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite color page that we've got in the Black Clover. I don't know, maybe I might feel different after the hype of this chapter dies down, but as of right now, this picture is goated, man. You can't, you only see one of their eyes. It's just beautiful. TABATA did his thing. I talked about it long enough, man. But let me know your thoughts on this color page. Is it your favorite? Is it one of your favorites? Is it top 5? Very curious to hear y'all thoughts on that. But let me know down below. We're going to keep it moving, man. But the chapter starts off where you got Andromeda, the second gate devil. He's bear witness to the battle that's going on, all the battles that's going on with the Archangel Paladins. I love the fact that they say Archangel. I don't think we've heard that enough in this series. But anyway, you got it where they show each panel of, the Paladins being defeated. You got Aesir being defeated. You got Morgan as well as Morris. And I ain't gonna lie, all of the panels look dope, but the one with Morgan, that looks even better on this panel than it did when we actually got the actual chapter. Like, at least this camera angle, I said camera angle, but at least this angle that he got in this panel. And then when it comes to Morris, it's just like, it's one thing to be defeated, but this boy literally is like turning dust and ash and fading away, and you just got Sus Lion standing there like, give me more. Like, that's crazy. And then of course you got Aesir, she's crumbling. But to me, I feel out of all of their deaths, Aesir's was probably the nicest one, like the more, I guess, humble one, where she leaves and she smiles and she looks at her kids as they live on, knowing that they're going to be happy without her, knowing that they became a family. When it comes to Not, You know, I feel like his was pretty good too with his brother dying, but at the same time, I feel like Morgan knows that his brother is still gonna have some type of guilt regarding this situation. And then I would say, you know, when it comes to Sis Lion, we don't really know if she can go back to being normal after the form she just achieved within that battle with Morris. We don't know for sure. We just don't know. Hopefully we do get an answer soon enough. But you got it where Andromeda is watching this go down, and he was like, yo, these humans are doing better than I thought. It may be only a matter of time for the other fights as well. And that's when you show the Black Bull base. Like I said, man, I was never the biggest fan of the Black Bull base when it engaged in battle, because I don't know if it's more so the anime because how they always did like CGI for that part, or if it's just in general. I can't really remember. It's been, you know, such a while since we've seen the base in action. But I was never the biggest fan. It just made me think of like some fake Power Rangers or Voltron or you know, or Gundam or something like that. You know, but when it's covered in anti-magic and you see like pretty much the whole shape of the house is anti-magic, and then you just see little bricks of the house here and there, that shit's goated. I'm sorry. When you look at the horns from the Black Bull base and they got the anti-magic like flames coming from it, that shit look amazing. Then you got it shooting beams from every direction, and one of the beams is like blasting and incinerating a Lucius clone. Like, yo, hey, look, we need more of the Black Bull base when it's covered in anti-magic, because that shit is goated, man. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to your boy Henry, you know, because of course, you know, he's the one who's controlling the base. Then next thing you know, we got another panel right here, which I didn't even realize till someone pointed it out in the comment section of the spoiler video. Shout out to you. But your girl Charlotte is dual wielding swords when she's facing off against a Lucius clone. She stabbed the clone with one sword, and then in the other hand, she got the other sword about to swing on it. Like, yo, shout out to Charlotte. Did not notice that when I first checked out the spoiler pages. But then again, yeah, hey, I like when stuff like that happen. In fact, I like the way they handled the spoilers for this chapter in general, or for these upcoming chapters, where they only gave us a little bit and then we didn't get the rest until the official release. That's how they did it when I first started YouTube, and then eventually they got to the point where they were releasing the whole damn chapter before the official drop. So I'm more of a fan of just like, yo, getting a couple pages here and there, you know, where people are online, we're able to communicate with one another and tell our thoughts of what we think is going to happen with the chapter, and then we get the rest of the pages with the official release. I love that way better than getting the whole chapter early, and I feel like it has fans more amped to read the official chapter so they can see everything that goes on with the details that we got from the spoilers. So that's the way I really like it. But yeah, look, man, I don't do the spoilers, so if someone put them all out, of course I'm gonna cover it. So, but also in this panel with Charlotte, you got William using his trees, I was about to say his chains, but his trees to wrap around one of the Lucius clones, and it looks as if he's absorbing the life from the Lucius clones. And what I like about this right here, this is very similar to like what happened to William when Lucius touched his hand. If I'm not mistaken, it was Lucius who one of the clones touched his hand, and it made his hand like aged and stuff like that. So I think it's really dope that we actually get to see this happen in reverse when it comes to William or Bond, or Bonges, whichever name you want to go by, in the Lucius clone. And then you just got your boy Gordon in the background just using his anti-magic to help undo to turn their curses into power. Really love it. That shit's goated as hell. Hey, yo, Gordon don't get enough credit, and I get it. The way he talks, I mean, you don't know it reading the manga, but like when you watch the anime and he talks, it's just like, yo, it could be a little irritating. But I would say I would rather listen to Gordon talk in the anime than listen to Henry talk in the anime. Oh my gosh, yo. I can't be the only person who watched the anime and was thinking to myself like, please, Henry, shut up, please, write that shit down. Write it down. Give me the note. I read it. I know what you mean. Because hey guys, we need to save people. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But then you got another panel where they actually showing your girl Gray and Vanessa. They're taking down a Lucius clone. It looks like Vanessa is just using her ability to keep any danger from happening to Gray with her cat. But this right here with Gray and her using anti-magic, she's dangerous. She is a threat to be reckoned with right here. Like, it really makes you appreciate what Dante seen in her when Dante looked at her and was like, yo, you're unique and I want you to be my wife. You know, he said the same thing to Vanessa as well, but like, I feel like this chapter really showcased why Dante seen that potential in her, because she touches one of the Lucius clones and it appears as if she turned that clone into a solid material that could crumble away. When I look at this panel right here with her doing that to the Lucius clone, you know what it makes me think of? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, one of the greatest animes out there. Definitely should be on everybody's list. But I don't know if y'all remember at the end when Father was being defeated and he tried to absorb greed, and he did absorb greed. And, you know, greed gave himself to him in order to use his ability and turned him to the most fragile carbon there is in the world. And you see where, you know, the Father start, you know, crumbling and turning to dust. I feel like Gray did something very similar in this situation where she touched the clone of this Lucius and had it where, you know, he's turning into crumbs and, you know, fading away and decaying. So yeah, that's just the vibes I'm getting from this panel. I could be wrong. She could have did something completely different, but that's just the vibes I'm getting from what she did to Lucius' clone in this panel. You guys let me know. What do y'all think? Do you think I'm on to something? Do you think I'm kind of far off? Let me know down below. I'm very curious. You also got where it jumps to this panel, and I didn't even realize it's the panel with Goach. Again, Goach just be having some of the coldest panels lately, where you got his arm extended to one side, his other arm facing forward, his cape made out of anti-magic floating in the air as he's standing there with Marie by his side, making black mirrors that's actually harming all the clones around him. And if you look closely in the background, you got it where your boy Real is using his Valhalla spell around him. Didn't even catch it the first time when I saw the spoilers, but someone pointed it out. Shout out to you, like, yo, damn, this is insane. I love this panel, man. The crazy thing is, man, this right here might cause, I wonder if, like, the fact that, you know, they're around, you know, Asta's anti-magic, will it cause it where Captain Real won't feel any of the after effects after this battle, after this is over, after the Valhalla spell is over? Because usually when he uses that spell, you know, he feels the effects after the spell is undone. You're just able to keep moving forward during the activation of the spell. So I'm very curious how that's going to turn out, because I would love to see a situation where everyone's facing off against Lucius in the end. I would love to see that. I know we got it with Lucifero, but I would love to see it again. I just thought that was an epic moment with Lucifero, and I feel like it would be even greater with Lucius. But then you got it where it jumps to a panel where you got your boy Zora, and he's using the same move that he used against Mimosa's brother, where, well, not Mimosa's brother. Well, he did it against her too, but I want to say this spell is when he faced off against Longris, and you know, he was able to reflect everything that hit him, but it looks a lot more bigger, and I love the way the anti-magic is surrounding it. See, when it comes to this stuff right here, it's panels like this that make you like, yo, damn, I need that anime back like ASAP, yo. Like, yo, and I'm hearing rumors that after Bleach is done in 2025, you know, we should be getting Black Clover back in 2026, 2027. I don't know how true it is, but again, the anniversary of Black Clover manga will be in February. I think it's February 12th, if I'm not mistaken. I might have the date a little mixed up, but I do know the month is February when Black Clover first released. And that might be why I like Black Clover so much. I mean, it is the month of my birthday. But anyway, you got that going on with Zora, goated scene. You also got Nero. She's like using one of her sealing cubes to actually like take portions of the Lucius clone body away. You got it where your boy Finro's there as well. He's opening, I'm guessing he's opening portals to the Lucius clone. I'm not exactly sure what Finro is doing in this panel. And then you got it where Charmy is on top of her, you know, her ram, you know, sheep, about to attack, you know, one of the clones as well. So this panel is good as well. Let me know, far as the panels we got with the Black Bull, which one is y'all favorite? So with me, let me see. I would have to, it's a tough tie with the one with Goach and then the one with you know, Zora and Charmy. It's a tie between those two. But don't get me wrong, all these panels with the Black Bull members are very goated. Very goated. But then you got it where it jumps back to Andromeda, and he's looking at the battle as it goes on. One thing I got to point out that I love that they do with Andromeda, with his speech, how his speech bubbles look like they're drooping. I don't know. I really like that. I like how that is compared to everybody else's speech bubbles. I like when series in general do that to distinguish how different this character is from other characters. So I really like that. But you got to where Andromeda is saying like, yo, did Lucius see this far ahead? And so we know when it comes to Asta, he's considered the flaw of this world. I'm sorry, I got tongue tied. We know Asta is considered to be the flaw of this world. We also know that when it comes to Asta, Lucius can't really see the future surrounding him. And seeing how these Black Bull members are engulfed in Asta's anti-magic, does that mean that once that happened to them, that that Lucius is unable to see the path that they will take as well? Like that moment in that point in time, if Lucius was to look in the future, it would be a blank area for them because they're surrounded by the energy or the anti-magic of the flaw. So I'm very curious about that. You guys can let me know, what do y'all think about that? That's just how I feel about it. But yeah, that's just how it is right now. Then we got it where they show Asta and Yuno heading towards Lucius, and this panel looks amazing. She's about to hit her limit on the Neverland spell, which is really crazy because that spell has been activated for quite some time, But you got it where Asta, and I thought it was Belle who said this, but it was Asta says here, and as well as Belle, some food, some recovery magic food from Charmy. Charmy's somewhere probably like, he ate my food. And you got it with Belle as well as start to eat the food. They start to recover their magic, which means the never-ending spell could last even longer, as well as his mana being replenished. And then Asta and make it to the base of to the location of the real Lucius. Now I'm not gonna lie, when the way they landed, it looked really epic to me, and I hope they take the time to give this much detail to it in the anime. Now the way TABATA drew Asta wings on this landing just looks amazing. The way he drew with the mini stars surround. I'm assuming those are mini stars. They may not be, but the little stars around him while he's in his spirit die form. And if you pay attention to he has two grimoires like open at the same time. That should just look golden right there with the two grimoires and him landing. I feel like a lot of people may not even notice that part in this panel, even though we know he has two grimoires. Then you got it where your boy Lucius is just sitting there like, oh, you made it. Asta, how are you doing? Like, I don't know. He just like, yo, it's a shame, what I'm saying? Like, you intend to obstruct my truly peaceful world to the bitter end. And then you got it where Asta says, like, I don't know whether the world is a good thing or bad thing. He doesn't know what Lucius is doing is good or bad, but he says he does know one thing. Someone who was transformed by you, once they turned back normal, regretted everything they did while they were being under your control. You made Sister Lily cry, and you got it where Asta is furious about that. And then, you got Lucius pretty much, trying to use some mind control. He was like, yo, Asta, I mean, it's your fault. Hey, yo, can you imagine like someone doing something bad to you and then just telling you like it's your fault, the reason it happened? Like, that should have probably pissed me off. He'd be like, yo, it's your fault, Asta. It's your fault. Like, yo, you being the flaw of this world, anyone who gets involved with you will end up suffering. And honestly, if he would have said a line like this to Asta when he first striked him before he got sent to the land of the rising sun, I feel like that would have put Asta in even more despair. But now Asta has overcome his fears, thanks to the reusing 7. So Asta has overcome that. So he won't pretty much let these words of Lucius affect him. He was like, yo, Asta, why won't you understand? You're the flaw and you're the reason why these people are suffering. Like, yo, to end your existence is to give these people peace. Then you got it where steps in. He's like, yo, unbelievable. I knew it. I knew that you weren't some god. Like, yo, you just want to, make the world the way you want it because things don't go your way. And then he was like, yo, you're nothing but a self-righteous bastard. And you see is pissed right now. And I feel like it's more so because everything had to experience believing Asta was dead and Sister Lily was taken away from him. So for he probably suffered more than Asta because he believed he lost his whole life. Granted, he probably feels a lot better now that he knows Asta's back. But I feel like probably suffered worse than Asta in that situation. You guys let me know how y'all feel about that. If you believe I'm right or if I'm wrong. But next thing you know, Lucius like, yo, it's a waste of time to try to persuade you guys. It's pointless. Then you see this bright light. You see the cocoons of his siblings, like, lighten up even more, and it seems as if he's absorbing their powers. And you have it where Lucius, like, he hasn't formed different from anything of his clones. And I'm not gonna lie, he looks goated. He got the diamond star in the middle of his chest. You know what I'm saying? He got like the angel veins and stuff on his body, and he got like the little mini circles behind him, like holy circles, I guess that's what you're gonna call it. It just looks so amazing. He's like, yo, I will defeat you too and create an ideal world. And you see this big ass blast flying towards Asta and Yuno. And if you look at this blast, it's huge. It's huge. But of course, you got it where Asta and Yuno says this dope ass line like, yo, we'll smash it all up right along with you. And you see that it collides with Asta's anti-magic as well as Yuno's magic as well. And it looks like Yuno is using his axe right now. No, it looks like he's using his sword at this moment. So then we jump into chapter 378, man. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. We jump into 378, and it starts off with Asta and Yuno charging towards Lucius. But you have it where, and I feel like this soon, one of my favorite scenes in Black Clover anime is when they're both looking at Lit, the real Lit, and they fighting in the cave. And, Asta's about to, collapse from being fatigued. And then next thing you know, Lit was right in front of Asta, taking the sword out of his hand so fast that you had Yuno like, yo, it's like he became one with mana. I can't see this guy. I couldn't see him move at all. And neither could Asta. And then next thing you know, you have it like where Lit goes to attack Asta. I feel like this moment right here with Lucius is equivalent to that, where you have Asta and Yuno charging towards him. And then next thing you know, he appears immediately in front of Asta, about to punch him. And he does punch Asta, and the punch sends Asta flying back. Now, that's from Lucifero gravity magic. He added that gravity magic to make his strikes even more impactful. It sends Asta flying, but while that's going on, you have it where your boy Yuno is about to strike behind him and slice him in the head. But you have it where the bone-like tail that your boy Zen used to use pops up and starts protecting him. And it's crazy to think that he's using all the abilities of his siblings right now. But you got it where that tail comes out and starts whipping around him to protect him from Yuno's strike. At least that's what I'm perceiving it to be. It may not even be the bones from your boy Zen, but it's just what it looks like to me. The next thing you know, you got it where he goes to attack Asta, and he used a combo spell from his siblings, body compressing, jet of blood, and bone bullets. He combined all of their magic together to do this attack, and it pretty much shoots out a piercing bone bullet, using the blood to actually increase his speed and the compression of the body to squeeze it out. And Asta somehow manages to block it. He pulls out his Demon Slayer sword and kind of deflects it in the air. The crazy thing is, it would have been dope if Asta would have reflected it back towards Lucius. Next thing you know, you got it where Yuno seems a little pissed, trying to fight off the bone tail, and you see that he goes into his Boreas axe ability. He uses his axe to like slash it apart. Then he goes to like slash at your boy Lucius. Lucius is jumping out the way. This shit looks amazing as hell. Then you have it where Lucius is like, yo man, I'm gonna have to punch this dude. So he goes to steal on him, and you have it where the shield appears in front of Yuno to block the punch. So I love the fact that Yuno is using using multiple weapons at the same time, man. This shit just looks so golden. The shield being blocked, and I know it's not the first time he did. He did it in the battle with the first clone. Then you got it where Asta's jumping back into the battle. He has his Demon Slayer sword in, but you got it where the Lucius clone shoots out 3 of the blood bone bullets, one coming from the chest and then the other 2 coming from each hand. One of them pierces through the shield of Yuno and manages to wound him quite a little bit. The other one shooting towards Asta. Asta manages to block it. And then you just got it where your boy Lucius is standing there fighting both of them in this panel. Like I said, TABATA really cooked with these panels, man. You got it where Lucius is thinking to himself, win and star magic, bursting with unlimited potential of one loved by mana, and anti-magic, which repels magics of all kinds. and obliterates it. And then you just got these amazing panels where both of them fighting together to take on the Supreme Lucius. And this shit just looks goated, where Asta's swinging his sword, leaving a black slash that stays in place. Yuno knows it's coming, and Yuno's managing to dodge it, but at the same time still fighting Lucius. And he's switching between his sword and axe depending on the situation or the strike that he can land on Lucius. And then you got it where Asta pulls out, you know what I'm saying, the demon slasher sword, and he uses that as well, where he sends slashes towards your boy Lucius. And of course we know it cuts what only Asta wants to cut, and so that way it actually goes through Yuno to hit its target. But Lucius, of course, is moving out the way. You got it where this battle is moving at a very high speed, and then you got it where Lucius is thinking to himself like, yo, how are they this good together? Like, yo, they are polar opposites, yet they're able to fight this well together. Then you just got this cool image where both of them are behind Lucius with the swords in their hand, and this shit looks so cold. And you got Lucius thinking to himself like, yo, they're each surpassing what the other has imagined, and doing so, they're surpassing my prophecy. Yo, they're surpassing his prophecy. That's insane. Like, yo, this dude is a person who's able to see the future, but everything he has seen, they are surpassing it right here and right now. Then you have it where your boy Asta hits Lucius with the Z10, and this panel is so crazy. This panel is so godlike. You see it where both arms are slashed as well as the chest, and Lucius just has that look like Nani? Like Lucius looking like, yo, what the hell is going on? But then you see the chest inside of Lucius, you see like this light within him, and I don't know exactly what it is to be exact, but you got it. Next thing you know, where you see a star around Asta, and then Yuno teleports there. I forgot Yuno could teleport with his stars, but he ends up teleporting right in front of Asta, and he hits your boy Lucius with the Boris attack. Then you got it where they're both laying there with Lucius on the ground. You got your girl Belle. She pulls out the trumpet. She starts blowing it, saying, you know, you did it. That's crazy. She's not even acknowledging Asta. She's just like, you know, you did it. Next thing you know, you got it where Asta says, you leveled up again, you know. And then Yuno replies back saying like, yo, so did you, Asta. I don't know. I just love their bond, their friendship, their relationship. And then you have it where that's where the chapter ends, but you kind of hear like this thump sound. And I feel like that right there may have even been a clone of Lucius, and the real Lucius is about to appear before them like, you guys did well. Like, you did better than what I could predict, but let me show you guys what real power is. And then Lucius is going to commence to beating the hell out of them. That's just my vibes of what's about to happen. I could be wrong. You guys can let me know, but all in all, this chapter was amazing. Beautiful from start to finish. Nothing wrong with it, man. Shout out to YUKI TABATA. You cooked it. It was action-packed. Some people are going to feel like, probably going to say that they feel like Lucius is not a threat. And that's when I say to them, this was not the real Lucius. There is another Lucius. You know, this right here was him just going to a form before his final form because he didn't expect the need to use that much power against these guys. That's my thought on it. And then we're going to have a battle where everyone's involved to save the world. But I could be wrong. You guys can let me know your thoughts down below. And if you like this video, thumb it up. Please subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications. And let's get this up to 1,000 likes. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.